Well, it's a truly beautiful day outside. The sun is shining. So there's only one thing to do, and that's to get on the motorbike. I'm out of here. Well, Pi and I are back in Chenzen Town, and we're coming into town to service the motorbike. That's going to take a couple of hours, so in the meantime, what we'll do is we'll show you around Chenzen Town and some of the old ruins. As you guys know, we've been here lots and lots of times, but there's always something new to discover, so let's show you around. What we'll do now is take you for a walk down the riverside. This is where the old fort wall was. There's still, of course, remnants of it, although it's decayed over the centuries. But it's partly maintained, obviously, because of the historical value that it has. But it's such a beautiful place, it really is. This is where the Chenzen Gate would have been. Now, the only thing you have to be careful of here as you're walking around is traffic. There are no footpaths here, so you're best off crossing the road so you can actually see what's coming around. But you can see the old motorways here. Very cool, isn't it? This is one of the very old temples, and you'll hear vehicles as they go by bibbing their horns. They're not bibbing at anybody. They generally bib 3 times as good luck. I've not yet seen any drawings or pictures of what it was like, or at least artists' impressions of what it was like when it was originally constructed. Again, you know, I've said this before, there's a vast amount of history up here. If you're into your history, this is a great place to visit. It really is. And it's so pretty through here. Well, as you can see, it carries on, it stretches all the way down there as well. It is, without doubt, a fascinating place to come. What amazes me about this type of thing is you know that it was all done by hand. there wasn't any machinery back then. It's like the Great Wall of China. Whilst you know, thousands of people died building it, it is a remarkable testament to what mankind can achieve once they put their mind to it. Whilst this is obviously no Great Wall of China, it would have still taken a huge amount of time and manpower to actually build. I think it's incredible. I really do. If you come to Chenzen Town, this is where you would come for some information. This is the Tourist Information Office. It's such a beautiful building though. And yes, you're required to take your shoes off when you go in. It's beautiful, isn't it? Just a lovely, lovely little building. They've got a lovely courtyard in there. And this is right on the main Chenzen Town road. Well, we're back at Cinity. Now this place sells basically appliances, TVs, that type of thing, but they also sell motorbikes, and this is the place I come to service my little bike. As you can see, she's up on the stand. Oil change, check the brakes, fluid and everything else, tighten up the chain, oil it. Yep, pretty much a full service, give it a once over. Now these guys in Cinity, they not only again sell all your kitchen appliances, fridge, freezers, TVs, washing machines, but they have a pretty good range of motorbikes, predominantly Honda and Yamaha. So yeah, it's pretty cool. You can even buy yourself a bicycle if you want one. Pi's just sorting out the paperwork for our motorbike. I'll find out how much it was in just a second. Well, that's my bill for doing the whole motorbike, and it was 290 baht. That's a bargain, isn't it? Great stuff. Yeah, I said they do motorbikes, and in here, of course, you've got the Hondas and the Yamahas. They don't actually sell anything above a 300cc. What they do have right in front of me is the MT-03, and if you're into your naked bikes, this is not a bad little fella to own. Now you can go for the sports version, which is the R3, and that's a 320cc. I quite like the style of them. I think the smaller bikes now have come a long, long way in terms of making them look like much bigger bikes. You know, you've got these bigger rear tyres and yeah, just an overall beefier look. I quite like the sports version, but as I get older, I'm finding that leaning over is not overly pleasant. It just plays on your back, do you know what I mean? But I much prefer naked bikes. This one obviously is a lightweight naked, and then, but my thing is middleweight or super naked. Just beautiful things. Yeah, all in all, not bad little bikes. Again, they got the Honda range here as well, and these are little 125s. Not really my thing at all, but again, you know, if you look at the small ones now, the little 125s, they're starting to look like proper big bikes. Now, Chris, this is specifically for you. I believe you asked if you could buy a trials bike, a dirt bike here in Chiang Town. The answer, my friend, is yes. They've got the CRF 250 here. Sorry, Chris, it's jammed in between a couple of other bikes, so I'll try and squeeze a better look for you. It's not a bad looking bike at all. Now, Chris, I just asked the guys how much this was, and it's 131,000 baht. So, yeah, not too bad. Now, this one here is the Honda CB300, so it's their naked version of the CBR. It's actually a really nice looking bike. Again, you know, Honda's done the same thing. They've gone with a a small engine bike, but they've made it look like a much bigger bike. I really like the colour on that as well. I think that's really nice. Now you might be asking yourself, Graham, why don't you go for a 300 instead of the say Z900 or even the Honda 650F? The issue I have with smaller engine bikes has always been the same thing. They're generally really buzzy. You know, single or twin, I find them really, really buzzy. If you're going to do a long journey or if you're going to try any type of touring, you'll find that your hands and your feet are going to go numb real quick. Yeah, it happens all the time on my motorbike and it's not pleasant at all. So I much prefer an inline 4, I always have. They're just much smoother. Well, Pi and I came back from Chiang Saen Town and we checked our stats on our YouTube channel. And yes, we have 2K. That's it, 2,000 subscribers. As a matter of fact, I just checked it again after we come back from the farm and it was 2003. So thank you very, very much, guys. I know quite a few of you have asked me about how can we make your channel grow quicker. Well, it comes down to a number of factors. One, press that like button. That's a massive help. Sharing it on your Facebook page, huge. One of the most important things now is watch time. So the longer you watch one of our videos, basically sends a signal to YouTube, and then they boost your video up the rankings so more people get to see it. So the longer you watch one of our videos, the better. So if you like it, then watch it all the way through. Yeah, it helps massively. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
It really does help, and it's made a huge difference to our lives, as you know. You know, it seems really hard to believe. It was back in January, early January, that we hit 100 subscribers, and we were both absolutely thrilled at the time. We never thought we'd hit 100 in a year, and yet here we are, you know, in the middle of May, and we hit just over 2,000 subscribers. So absolutely fantastic. Thank you to everybody who gives us the thumbs up, shares it, and of course watches our videos all the way through. It is a vast help. Good, eh? Yeah, brilliant. Thank you very much, guys. That's about all from Pi and I today. We've been on the farm. We installed the caps. We're going to go and have a chat with the neighbour next door and find out when he can come and help us install the chain link fencing. Dad's been really busy on the farm. He's done a huge amount of planting. I'll show you that tomorrow. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Thanks very much for watching, and don't forget, whatever you do, have a brilliant day and stay safe. And from Pi and I, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now, guys.